Hi, a very warm welcome to the Magic Square lovers for the Directional Method. This is especially designed for the age group of 7 years and above. Using this Directional Method, one can get the Magic Square not only one or two forms. You can solve it in 8 different patterns in less than 8 minutes if you grasp the tips and tricks given in this video. Yes, 8 patterns in 8 minutes. You may wonder how to get all these 8 patterns in less than 8 minutes. All the numbers are in different position except the number 13. By keeping in mind the 3 basic answers for the question how to, where to and what to, you can easily solve 8 patterns in 8 minutes very easily. In directional method, look here, number 1 falls on the extreme layer of the grid. Whereas in flip method, in earlier videos you might have observed, number 1 falls in the middle layer of the grid. If you want to compare, watch both the videos, you will come to understand. Here it comes, how to calculate the sum of the magic square. 5 5s are 25, so using the digits 1 to 25, you have to fill up the sequence board. Just by adding its diagonal numbers, you will get the magic constant. Or else, the first number plus last number divided by 2 into the order of its grid. You will get the magic constant. Or the general rule you can apply is n into n square plus 1 by 2 into its order. So 13 5s are 65. It comes the directions and subdirections. Where to? You will get the answer for the second question, where to. That's, you know very well, there are 4 main directions: east, west, north and south. Apart from that, in between these 4 main directions, there are 4 sub-directions. They are southeast, southwest, northeast and northwest. So, there are totally 8 directions, 4 main directions and 4 sub-directions. By starting from these main directions to the sub-directions, you will get 8 patterns of the magic square with answers very easily. Here comes the very first method, southeast direction. Here you see number 1 falls on east. So from there it moves, you have to move towards south. So whichever falls outside that gets flipped inside. Then 2, 2, 3, 4 gets flipped inside. Then 5. The next, after 5 you're unable to place 6 here because it's preoccupied by 1. So it goes adjacent to 5. 6, 7, 8, 9 gets flipped inside. 10 gets flipped inside. Then you are getting jerk here. So it goes adjacent to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 adjacent to 15. Then 17 gets flipped inside. 18 gets flipped inside, then 19, 20, there is a jerk, it takes its position adjacent to 20. So 21, 22, 23 gets flipped inside, then 24, then 25 gets flipped inside. Now you check it, all the first number, last number and the middle number falls on the same line. Now you check the sum vertically, horizontally and diagonally. You are getting 65 as its magic constant. The next pattern is northeast directional move. You see, one lies on east, you have to travel towards. Now if you are going up means northern side you are traveling. 2 gets flipped inside, then 3, 4, 4 gets flipped inside, then 5, there is a jerk, it gets adjacent to 5. How you have to understand whether it lies on right side or left side is depending upon the number 25. You see, 25 is on left side of 1. So after a jerk, the numbers whichever gets jerked, it should occupy its position left side only. Okay. So in this way, fill up the numbers, whichever falls outside the grid, flip it inside the grid on the same row or on the same column. So here now we'll check it. The sum you are getting 65 as its magic constant vertically, horizontally and diagonally. It comes the next pattern, south directional move. Here you see one falls on south. You have to travel towards south to eastern side. So 2 gets flipped inside, then you are coming 3, 4 gets flipped inside, then you are coming 5, there is a jerk. Now you see the first number and last number falls on the same line set. So above 1 only it will fall now. So whenever you get a jerk here in this grid, while filling it up now southeast directional move, it falls above the particular number. Check it here. 6 falls above 5. Then the next jerk you are getting here, 11 falls above 10. Then the next jerk you are getting here, 21 falls above 20. So after 5, 6, then 7, 8, 9 gets flipped inside, then 10 gets flipped inside, jerk. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 gets flipped adjacent to, above to 15. After 16, 17 gets flipped inside, then 18 gets flipped inside, 19, 20. There is a jerk, it occupies above 21, 22, then 23 gets flipped inside, 24, then 25 falls on the same line. Check it. First number, last number and middle number falls on the same line. That you should check it every time. And here you see the sum of its numbers vertically, horizontally and diagonally. You are getting the magic constant as 65. It comes to the next pattern, southwest directional move. That is the one is on the position south. Here it is. You have to travel towards western side. 2 gets flipped inside, 3, 4 flipped inside, then 5. There is a jerk. Now you should decide where it goes, for the right side, left side. It depends upon number 25. It's above 1. So after the jerk everywhere, it occupies the position above the particular number. So 6 falls above 5. 6. After that 7, 8, 9 gets flipped inside. Then 10 gets flipped inside. There is a jerk. So it occupies above 10. So check the numbers 1 and 5, 6 and 10, 15, 16 and 16 and 20. It's above the number it's taking its position. Now check the magic constant, you are getting 65 in all the directions. Comes the next pattern, northwest directional move. When number 1 is on northern side, we are going to move towards western side. 2 gets flipped inside, then 3, 4 gets flipped inside, then 5, there is a jerk. Now you see 25 is on right side of 1. So after the jerk everywhere it takes the position on its right side. So check the numbers 6, 7, 8, 9 gets flipped inside, then 10. After 10 you are unable to move, there is a jerk, it takes its right side. Okay. And one more thing you should observe, after that 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 you are getting. The middle number of out of 1 to 25 is 11 to 15. Always it takes its position as is one of its diagonal in the directional move only. That's very important. You should check it. Always it takes its position as one of its diagonal. Now check the numbers. First, middle, last number falls on the same line. Now check their sum. It's 65 in all the directions. Here it comes the next directional move. It's southwest direction. First number is here. So last number falls on the same line means it should go here only somewhere. So whenever you get a jerk, that we should decide starting point itself. It takes on the right side. Okay. 1, 2 gets flipped inside. 3, 4 flipped inside. 5 after the jerk it takes its to the side of 25, that is on its right side. 6, 7, 8, 9 gets flipped inside, then 10 gets flipped inside, then there is a jerk, so it takes its position on its adjacent to its right side. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, then 16 goes to its adjacent side, then 17 gets flipped inside, then 18 gets flipped inside, then 19, 20, there is a jerk on its right side. 21, 22, 23 gets flipped inside. 24, then 25 gets flipped inside. Now I'll check it. All the numbers. 25 lies on the same line. 1, 13 and 25, and check its diagonal. Now check their sum. At 5. Here it comes the next pattern, northwest move. 1 falls on the position north. You have to travel towards western side, so upwards. 2 gets flipped inside, 3, 4 gets flipped inside, and you should decide now after the jerk where it should go. 1 is here, so 25 should fall on the same line only, so it should occupy here only, so below 1. Okay, so whenever you get a jerk, the next number falls below that particular number. Here is a jerk, so 6 falls below 5. So here is a jerk. 11 takes its position below 10. Here is a jerk. 20 takes its position below. 21 takes its position below 20. Okay, then 21, 22, 23 gets flipped inside. Then 24, 25 gets flipped inside. So now check the numbers. First, last and middle number lie on the same line, and one of its diagonal is taking its middle numbers. Now you can check their sum. Yes, it's 65 in all the directions. Comes your last directional method move. Northeast direction. 1 falls on north. You are traveling towards eastern side. So 2 gets flipped inside. Then 3, 4 gets flipped inside. 5. Now where to move this after the jerk? Depending upon 25. 25 is below 1. So it takes its position below this number. 6 is below 5, then here the jerk. 21 is below 20. Okay, so after 21, 22, 23 gets flipped inside. 24, then 25 takes its position, gets flipped inside. So now check it. First, last and middle number is on the same line, and the diagonal is 11 to 15 is one of its diagonal. Yes, now we can check their total. Yes, vertically, horizontally and diagonally you are getting 65 as its magic constant. Yes. Now let's have a small recap of the all 8 patterns whatever you have learned in this. I hope now you might have got the answer for all the 3 questions. How to calculate the magic constant is by adding its first number plus last number by 2 into its order, or n into n square plus 1 by 2. For the second question, where to is from its 4 main directions. You see, east, west, north, south. The main directions you are traveling towards the other direction. Upwards means northwest. So 2 falls gets flipped inside. So from four main directions to its sub directions, you have to travel. And the third answer for the question is what to do whenever you get a jerk is that you have to decide depending upon number 25, the last number. It's on left side of 1. So after the jerk, it takes its position left side. Here 25 is above 1. So where is the jerk you are getting here? So 6 falls above 5. Like this you should. And one more thing, observe here 1 falls on the extreme layer of the grid, whereas in the flip method earlier for beginners level, though it's taught uh, 1 in the middle of the grid. Thank you for watching the medium level learners magic square of 5 by 5. In the next video, you can watch it, the combination of swap method and diagonal method as well. Even in the advanced level and expert level, you can expect more interesting concepts using odd, even and prime numbers. Like, subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you once again. Watch it Power Mass by Devi.